Well, it's been a long time coming. We are 2 days out now from the last YouTube video. It was like, I don't know, 5 months or something crazy. But now we are 2 days out. We are competing in the NPC Mid-American Winter Classic. It is in Normal, Illinois. And like I set out to do, this is a national qualifier, so we will get nationally qualified, and then the goal after that is hop in the off season. Not sure for how long, could be 6 months, 8 months, whatever we need to get a lot bigger. And then the goal after that would be go for the pro card, because I'll be nationally qualified through the year of 2025. So that is the intro to this. It's been a while, so that's all I got to say. Prep brain is in full effect, obviously, being 2 days out.
He'll be offended if you move. Put a seat right there and we'll get you in, okay?
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. In the fucking way.
Just another copy of me.
Yeah, I will say, if there's anything that like I've taken away from this prep, is like the mental challenge, like the mental fortitude to like really understand and really respect the fact that like what you are given on a day-to-day basis, don't take it for granted. And I always say that because when I went, like, I've been through a prep before, obviously, but like this prep in particular, like mentally how I was, like I was good mentally before I got into the prep, but it was like how long I was doing it for, not knowing when my show day was, that was what was like mentally taxing for me. Because I was in prep, I just didn't know when my day was gonna be. So I was prepping for something that I didn't know the date of. So when you think about it in that sense, it's like,
a good thing or a bad thing?
I personally, in my own personal opinion, didn't like it, but I didn't find that out until after I was already in it. So like for me, I thought like, oh, like I'll be fine. Like I'm just, you know, I'm trusting my coach no matter what. So whatever happens, happens. I'll put all my trust in him. And I have. From the moment I got with him, put my trust in him the entire time. But it was like, it was one of those things where if I didn't know when my show day was, it's like, okay, you're like battling not only like the prep, but you're also battling like, okay, when am I going to step on stage? Like, when am I, you know what I mean? So it was like a constant battle with that. And usually, like, some people don't like, some people are fine with it. Some people, they don't need the date of the show. Me, it was like one of those things, like, I just like to know, like, okay, my show day is this day. I'm prepping now, you know, all the way through and things of that nature, but. If there's another thing of rice in there, I'm not going to bring that.
Put your big beaters in there and grab it.
Yeah, let the dude on show day do everything.
How's that rice tasting?
Lovely.
Cold plain rice.
Yep. Checking photos in the morning and videos and stuff. Yeah, I was looking nuts, bro.
Like already, or?
Last night?
No, this morning.
That's
When I
right.
got up, I was looking insane.
So you gotta get there, what, 8, 10? What time's first? Like the first round?
I mean, all that stuff will probably start at 10, because I have athlete meeting.
Oh yeah, my prime ain't gonna be like 20 until we're like 28, 29, up until there. So we got a long ways to go. But from where I'm at now, that's why I always say, man, we can put in some pain now and do what we need to do at the end of the day. Am I young? Yes, but regardless, this is the career I chose, and no matter how much pain and suffering I do go through on a day-to-day basis when you're going through this, you gotta understand that this is the sport. So if you can't handle it, you can't go through the challenge to put yourself in a situation to sacrifice damn near everything you are doing on a day-to-day basis. If you can't put yourself in that position, this sport is not for you. And bodybuilding is not for you. You can bodybuild, but I'm saying the competing aspect isn't for you. Prep-wise, all that stuff, everyone takes prep differently. Everyone handles prep differently with outside circumstances. Not one person's prep is going to be 10 times better than another person's. It might be in different aspects, but at the end of the day, like, if you can't suffer and go through the pain and sacrifice and all this to get to the less than 1%, to look a certain way, to be on stage for 5 minutes or less, and then you're only, you'll look like that for about 5 minutes and then that's it. So if you're not willing to do that, then maybe competing isn't for you, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's always things to take into consideration when you enter this, this field of play.
Waiting for time to defeat our demons, and there's a sparkle in your eye that believes in feelings. You can find a paradise within your heart. You can find what I despise within your mind.
Don't look so awkward, Jake.
Smoky. Smoker.
I don't need mine, you don't think? Okay, fine.
Heck yeah. Almost time for his another tanning.
Rock and roll, boy.
It's official, man. Today's the day. We go out and
Win it.
put in some mother flipping pain, you heard?
That's all we want.
That's all we want.
Go in there and just wreck this shitty ass Illinois.
Go in there and have some fun, man.
What you do, bro?
And then come out as champ.
Live it up and have some fun.
Can we get the car case?
Yeah.
You don't freeze your ass off?
Right. Yeah, fuck that. Jeez, dude.
We second guessed that real quick.
We had to walk out. We walk out in it last night. Like after I got my second coat of tan, and my dad had to park in the parking garage, and it was like 3 minutes away. It felt like the longest 3. Dude, I've never been so cold in my entire life. It was actually the coldest I've ever been in my life. I got in the car, like my nuts shriveled up to my stomach. I couldn't even find them. I'm not kidding. I was like, bro, like my feet were numb.
Like you were still like, of course, shredded.
I was shredded, but I was
Yeah,
puny,
yeah. You
bro.
wasn't puny.
I was
But
100,
you was slim.
150 pounds of bullshit. That's what that was. 150 pounds of WTF. I was shredded, but like this, nah, nothing compared to this, dude. It's hard,
still
man.
train the same way.
It's hard. It's like it's one of those things where whether you're on no carbs, you have a no carb week because you're 2 weeks out, or a week and a half out, and you gotta go through 5 days of 0 carbs, and you still gotta do an hour of cardio. You still gotta come in and train. You still gotta come in and pose. It comes down to, at the end of the day, if you want it or not. That's it. It's how bad do you want it? Because everyone can make excuses, and it's easier to do that, but mentally for myself, I just kept telling myself, well, I didn't come all this way to quit. I mean, to give up and to stop and all that stuff, because, you know, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and you reap the rewards when you put in the work. So I put in the work this far. It'd be stupid if I just quit now.
Let's go! Let's go now! That's what I'm talking about! Show them what you got! Bring it home! That's what I'm about, right there! Let's go, Jay!
Next competitor is number 324. Brendan Perez.
We can do that after though.
Yeah, let him enjoy his.
Yeah, let him enjoy his rumble.
In front of the thing over there.
So Chase, how do we feel about the whole competition?
I feel great, man. I'm happy with the package we brought. Some unfortunate events and things of that nature, but that's the way it is, man. I think it's the best physique I've brought in, the best package I've brought to this date, and it's only my second show. Learned a lot, and I think the only main thing I got to work on is the lower part of my abs, but size and everything, we brought all that, conditioning, size, all that was, all the boxes checked off of that. Other than that, it is what it is, man. It's a sport based off human opinions, so
Yes, it is.
that's the way it goes. Now,
Well, congrats and enjoy.
now I'm going to try this thing right here.
Oh yeah, let's get you
Cookies and
Let's
cream.
get that nice first bite.
A year and a half. Oh.
All that hard work just to eat this.
Oh my God.
It's amazing, isn't it?
What do we even get there?
And I can have
Cookies
you
and
got
cream,
cookies and
chocolate
cream?
chip. I think it's a lemon type of lemon cookie.
This is an Oreo milkshake cookie. That's the best tasting thing I've ever had in my life. How are the emotions? Emotions were heightened to a new level, I should say, in terms of excitement and also knowing that I put everything all on the table for this show. Laid it all out. I mean, sacrificed as many things as you could possibly think of that goes on in a normal person's day-to-day life, not just for the show, but to bring the best package of my entire life, the best physique I've ever had, to put in the most work, the most time consuming, but that's what bodybuilding is. And emotionally, I was in the hardest mental state of my entire life, with the fact of understanding that a lot of it was I wasn't sure when I was going to step on stage. It kept going. It was like the fact of I was ready to compete, or I thought I was ready to compete at certain points in time when I wasn't. I was going based off my own understanding, and I trusted my coach wholeheartedly, but I just wanted to step on stage because I just missed the excitement of being up there, showcasing all of that. You know, when all your hard work pays off and you know that you brought an amazing package, all you want to do is just showcase it. Where me going up there for 5 minutes, the whole crowd's looking at me, the judges are judging, doing their whole thing, and for me it was just living in the present moment and happy and excited to showcase all the hard work that was going to pay off, and it did pay off. Regardless of me getting a medal, regardless of what my placing was or anything like that, I mean, I knew that the physique here was 10 times better than the one at my previous show. So for those of you who don't know, my coach is Alex Toplin. He has competed in Olympia a multitude of times. In my opinion, he is one of the greatest men's physiques in all of bodybuilding. That's non-biased as well. Aside from that though, I want to give a huge thanks to him, because without him, my physique would not be in the state that it was during my show, let alone leading up to my show, with everything that he had to put me through in terms of going through building phases, maintenance phases, cutting phases, building, so on and so forth. I gotta give a huge thanks to him. The difference between a good coach and a great coach. So for myself personally, I've had a few coaches in the past that didn't fit my style very well. Not to say they were bad coaches, they just didn't work out the best for me and what my goals were and how I wanted to be as an athlete versus them. So my coach in particular, the reason why I say the difference between a good coach and a great coach is Alex in particular. His communication is 110%. You ask him a question on what it is you need the answer to, he's right there on it right away. He's always very responsive. He damn near has the answers to everything. I wouldn't say, obviously, he's, know all, know everything, but in terms of all the questions that I needed answers to, he had the answers for them. So it has been important to me to increase my faith with the Lord Jesus Christ. In the times that were the hardest, where no one was around, I needed somebody to reach out to, and opening up my Bible and learning and bettering my relationship with God and understanding those aspects of no matter how hard things get in life, there always is light at the end of the tunnel, and things always get better. No matter how hard it is, no matter how challenging, how sad, depressed, pissed off you are, irritated, there's a lot of things that a lot of people go through in life that are a lot harder than what you're going through. During this journey, I have bettered my relationship with God. He has helped me through a lot. During the hardest mental battles of my entire life was during this prep. And without him, I would have not been able to. Shout out to all my friends and family that have supported me throughout the entirety of this journey, because it has been one long damn journey, all right? It has been a year and a half, okay, of ups and downs, a whole lot of good and bad, and I want to give a huge shout out to my mom, my dad, for supporting me throughout the entire thing. I had to let them know what I was going through mentally and physically, so that they understood that when I got irritated, when I didn't want to talk, when I didn't feel like doing this or that, I made sure that they understood what was going on prior to, because when you're going through stuff like this, you are not going to be in the happiest place of your entire life. Some days are going to be easy, some days are going to be hard, and I give a huge shout out to both my mom and dad for being that very strong support system in my corner since the very beginning. Regardless of what sport you're in or what aspect of life you're in, a good support system will get you through any day, whether it's good or bad, no matter how hard or challenging that day is. Because at the end of the day, you know you have people that care for you and support you and want to see you succeed. And to know that those people are in my corner already gives me enough, I shouldn't say motivation. It's more of like the aspect that like I'm disciplining myself enough to get through whatever it is. And their support is what holds it all together, the foundation of it, because without that, I would just fall straight through. Another massive shout out are all my friends and any supporters through social media and all that stuff. You guys have followed me throughout this journey, whether it's through Instagram, YouTube. I know you in person on a personal level. Whichever it is, I give a huge thanks to you, because at the end of the day, bodybuilding is a very personable sport. You are by yourself a lot of the time. You wake up, you do your cardio, you train, you eat, you prep food, do all these things by yourself. But at the end of the day, you have a support system. And that support system, your friends, family, any loved ones and all that stuff, do way more for you than you think. So I give a huge shout out to all my friends. I want to thank you guys for always being by my side and continuing to show your love and support, not just through social media, but in person, and giving me the opportunity to show you how much better of a person that I can be, mentally, physically, spiritually, and everything, not just in the sport of bodybuilding, but being a good friend to you guys as well. And I want to thank you guys all for that.